Hey guys, welcome back to Channel Thought. It's episode 22. So once again, I'm Yuma, co-founder of Xenea, Chief Strategy Officer, aka Chief Diplomat. And today we're diving into a topic that's been battering around tech for years, but is now quietly shaping the future, or like a new standard here. It's super app. So there's this thing in tech, like where we have an idea until it's everywhere, and then it disappears from the headlines because it's not cool to talk about anymore, right? But the truth is, when that happens, like when people are not even like talking about that um anymore, like it's usually because the idea has gone from hype to infrastructure, right? So today, I want to unpack three things. One, whether the super app is still even a thing, or if it's just a new normal. Two, where most crypto wallets are falling short in delivering real value. Like just a while ago, the wallet, a wallet app, um, by one of the biggest, gigantic Japanese companies, just failed. They ended the service. So like most crypto wallets are falling short, right? And three, how the new wallet could evolve beyond being a wallet or into something you can open every day without thinking twice. I mean, after this gem campaigns, right? And as we go through this, I want you to think about this question: like, what would it make you opens a new wallet every day if you're not already into crypto, or like if we're not doing their gems campaign. All right, so let's rewind to when the term "souping up" exploded. So I don't know if you guys know the app, if you're not from Asia, but WeChat in China became more than just a messenger, right? It became the internet for hundreds of millions of people. You could pay your bills, you could order food, you could hail a ride, shop, play games, send money, and even like manage government paperwork and stuff like that, all in one place, right? And Grab in Southeast Asia too, like Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. Grab did something similar, um, with ride hailing as the core service, I think, food delivery and and payments. And Payton in India turned into a full lifestyle app with payments, insurance, investments, and ticketing, right? So in those regions, the super app wasn't just about convenience. It was about skipping the traditional stages of digital adoption. So instead of a world where you download 20 apps for 20 things, you had one that did it all, right? Now, now in Web3, we love to talk about onboarding the next billion users. But let's be honest that the wallet experience today is nothing like WeChat or Grab, right? And of course, we have to think about the rise of AI. It's not just about Web3, or it's not about Web2 or stuff. It's not about like a layer anymore. Like with the rise of AI, um, Like I used to have my translation app on my phone, but I don't have it anymore because the ChatGPT does it for me. So instead of having one like AI app, I mean ChatGPT, and like Google Translation or stuff like that, um, I just have like ChatGPT, right? Because it has all these functions. So with the rise of AI, the kind of a I think the super app is more like a new standard, right? But if you're not already deep in crypto and you're not using your wallet daily, it's not the center of your digital life, right? That's the gap, and that's where I think our opportunity lies. Good evening, Ikavi. Thank you for tuning in from Ghana. Thanks. And most wallets today are designed for crypto insiders, right? Just like I said, not for like not for ordinary people or like not for non-crypto people, right? So they're focused on storing, swapping, maybe staking. They're useful for those all already in this space. But to be honest, meaningless for the average person who just wants tools that make life easier, right? So it's like designing a car dashboard that only mechanic understands, and day to day like daily drivers that don't understand it. So yeah, the machine is powerful, right? But if the driver doesn't know like how to use it, they'll never take it out of the garage. So we have to move from wallets that are financial utilities to wallets that are lifestyle platforms. And that's the leap from being a niche app to being a super app. And and even today, like Xenea wallet already works a little bit differently. So you can sign up with a social login. You don't have to memorize or like, store the seed phrases, right? We've just added an on and off ramp um, through the partnership with Alchemy Pay. So you can move between fiat and crypto seamlessly. And we're trying to add more supported countries to this feature. Okay. So that alone puts us a little bit ahead of many wallets in accessibility, I guess. But here's my question. So if all we ever did was make it easier to get into crypto, would that really change the world? I don't think so. Because the on-ramp is just a gateway, and the real value comes from what people can do once they're inside, right? Thanks, Elon. Okay, from US, yeah. Thanks. I don't think I get listeners from the US okay, daily basis, but thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, let's imagine for a second, like you open the new wallet, okay? And and instead of just seeing your balance, you see a dashboard that feels alive. So you've got you've got like AI, generative AI tools, like creation tools that help you make professional grade content instantly. within the app, or like a social feed where you can share that content and get rewarded instantly for an engagement, or simply communicate with other community members. And of course, like a built-in payments that work seamlessly in chat, so sending or receiving money is an easy, like it's as easy as like sending emoji or stuff like that. What about like one-tap bookings for services or even tickets or paid directly from your wallet? And like storage, like secure storage for your personal files or identity protected by decentralized tech instead of some random company server. I'm just throwing my ideas, okay? It's nothing here is like an official decision or official statement. So basically, it's just for the records. Everything I say during my space, like at least within chain of thought, um, it's just my personal ideas. And yeah, probably like I will make it happen, make all happen, or make one of these ideas happen. But at least it's just my casual idea to share with you guys, so that like if you have a better idea, or if you like one of my or like all these ideas, I will try to make it happen. Okay, that's what it is. So yeah, like with all these features, functions at that point, like calling in a wallet feels too small, right? It becomes your digital home already if we make it all happen, right? And here's why this matters, like because people don't download apps for technology. They download apps for what they can do with them, right? So that's why our focus should be on making the new wallet something people use naturally without thinking about whether it's Web3 or Web2, ideally. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you do download apps for technology. Like if that's like, I don't know, the most advanced technology experiencing platform or whatever, and you are the tech savvy person, right? But most of us, including myself, download apps for what we can do with them, right? This is something we like as founders, like we this is something we have to remember. Yeah, people download apps not for technology, but for what they can do with them. And here's the truth, like we don't talk about enough, and most people won't join Web3 for the sake of Web3, right? This is the same thing. Like they'll join for something that solves an immediate need. Maybe it's earning money. Maybe it's creating something beautiful. Or maybe it's getting access to your service faster or cheaper, right? And AI is the perfect like on ramp here. Like if people can use the new wallet to create content, grow an audience, and get paid instantly, all without touching a bank, they'll adopt it not because it's a wallet, but because it's a tool they love. So once they're in, the crypto part becomes invisible infrastructure. And that's what I want. Yeah. And of course this is not easy. This isn't easy at all. It's just me sharing ideas. But everything, comes from ideas. So let's see. But to get there, we have to work around different regulations for payment, storage, and digital identity in every country to support and like integrate all these features without turning the app into a cluttered mess. So design is really the key here. The UI UX. visual, right? And pick the right starting point so we don't try to do everything at once and fail at all of it. We have to put some priority here. But here's the thing, we're already like building for longevity. And in that game, the challenge is the path, right? So I want to make this clear. The Xenea community is not just a user base. You guys are not just a user base, but you are our R&D lab. R&D means like research and development. Okay. So every feature we prioritize should be something you actually want. If whatever we're working on is not something you want, then absolutely we're doing it wrong. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's you guys who will use the app, who will support what we do. So if you don't need that feature, of you if but while you want this other feature, then everything we do on the course of like making happen is kind of off the path, right? So I throw that question again, like if you could choose one killer feature that would make it opens in your wallet every day, what would it be? Because if we can nail that one thing, we can build the rest around it, right? So for example, let me share my random ideas again. Okay, one, AI creation tools like generative AI tools, like just like a Mid Journey or um, VO3 or stuff like that, like AI creation tools that help you make professional grade content, images and videos, right? So AI creation tools, one. Number two, a social feed, just like a X or Instagram, um, where you can share that content or share your thoughts and possibly get rewarded for the engagement. It's a Web3 platform, so we can do that, right? We can make it um work for the instant like reward. So one is a creation tools, two is a social feed, number three is like built-in payments. Like um this is a more like conventional one, but built-in payments that work seamlessly in chat. So we have to um yeah, so that means like we have to we have to prepare the chat feature to like sending or receiving money is as easy as sending emoji or just a sticker. That's the three. Number three. Number four, one-tap bookings for services or event tickets. So more like a yeah, more like a more for like a daily experience or touristic thing, probably. But maybe just a kind of a daily music concerts or stuff like that, or like a gigantic festival. I don't know, but one tap bookings for services or event tickets paid directly from your wallet. Then, of course, the storage, for your personal files and identity. So, out of these random ideas, some, I mean, a couple of them are just like more like conventional ideas, but AI AI creation tools, social feed, built-in payments, booking service, like secure storage. Um, Out of these ideas, like what do you want the most? Which feature do you think is the most appealing to you? Which one is something you actually want on Xenea Wallet? Let me know. So yeah, for the records, I whenever I go kind of quiet or silent here, means I'm reading your comments here. But yeah, whenever you have an idea, just let me know. Drop the comments or even send me a DM later. But we will walk on something extra extra to add to the new wallet in the very near future, I think. Okay, repeat. So you want me to repeat the question again? All right, I just okay. So my question was um so so okay so I'm trying to make the new wallet not just a crypto wallet. Okay, I want I want the new wallet to be something that you can open use like a day to day, not just a once a month or stuff like that. Not just for um, crypto transactions, but more for like daily activities. Okay, so that's what I want here. So I want to make Xenea Wallet as kind of a super app here, and I've just got some ideas to add to Xenea Wallet. Okay, AI creation tools like social feed, just like Instagram or X, or built-in payments, including a chat and like a booking feature where you can make a reservation or book services or event tickets. And secure storage, more kind of a conventional thing, or anything else. If you have an idea, just let me know. If you want, if there's something specific you want, yeah, if you want something specific to be added to this new wallet, okay, then I will try to consider. Okay. So, but anyway, I will wait for the comments or DMs. And so for now, here's the takeaway. The term super app might sound like a trend from 5 years ago, but the need hasn't gone anywhere. I think people still want and expect tools that simplify life, save time, and connect them to opportunities. And I believe like with the rise of ChatGPT or like the AI agents, generative AI, the trend, this term souping up, or like in other words, probably as this trend is coming back, I think. Yeah, with the rise of AI. And our mission is to make Xenea Wallet not just the app you use for crypto, but the app you live in. Okay. So one app for your money, your identity, your creations, and your connections with the power of decentralized tech behind the scenes. But that's pretty much it um, for today's topic, right? So from wallet to super app, Xenea Wallet vision. And I have a couple of minutes, so let me answer some questions here. Okay. Thanks, Abraham. Abraham Kofi. Did I pronounce your name correctly? And yeah, thank you for representing your community from Nigeria, Katsina State, Kofi local government area. Okay. And how that your question is, how will Zadir ensure stability and community trust after the recent supply adjustment from 1.8 billion to 18 billion? Yeah, this is something. Yeah, this is exactly something I should talk about here in my space. So there was an update. So in the first place, we're working on updating the white paper. Okay, it's like a it's the um it's like a detailed roadmap. If you don't know like what the paper is, okay. So usually like every Web3 project has like a white paper. Like it starts from white paper. Okay. The first thing we do is write white paper to publish it so that people will understand or expect what we're going to do, right? And so during the course of development, during this the course of this journey from day one until now, there have been a lot of changes, like and sometimes like pivots, and 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 sometimes like a positive thing, um, like simply the the technology evolved or like our innovation just like went up to the next stage. Okay, so during the course of this journey, there were several things we should change on the white paper. So we've been working on the white paper for the past few months already, I think. Yeah, it's been months already. And not all at once, of course. Adjusted a little bit on one part and then another, stuff like just like that. And one of the changes we've made on the white paper, and it's very crucial to the ecosystem, is the change adjusting the total supply of the Xenea tokens, Xenea. It's changing from 1.8 billion to 18 billion. It's the 10 times higher, okay? And it's a big shift, right? And I get that. Like it impacts how you've been understanding Xenea. And this was not a random move in the first place. It's a part of a long-term strategy to support like larger scale adoption and the real world use cases. And the most importantly, there is no dilution. Okay, there's no dilution. All right, but that's what matters here, I think. Okay, and so yeah, talking about the reasons behind this, like why we're doing this, and of course, like I said, it's strategic, nothing random or um okay, but we're doing this for the long term game, not for the short time hype. And probably like yeah, not 100% accurate, but if you're uh here for the very short time hype, like super quick money alone, um, it might sound upsetting, but if you're here for the long term sustainability, uh, we're doing this for like the real world asset market growth. Like I mentioned in the previous episode of Chain of Thought, like asset tokenization market is is going to it will be reaching 16 trillion US dollars. That market alone, like tokenizing assets like real estate, art, and infrastructure, gold, um, like real assets. So this specific market alone is projected to reach 16 trillion US dollars. It's as big as like 10% of the global GDP, right? So we're looking at this like a real world asset market growth. Of course, this is one of the reasons. The second is global adoption. So we're aiming for mass adoption across both emerging markets and developed country economies. And when we partner internationally, we need the token supply to support smooth cross-border flows. And thankfully, thank you guys. I mean, thanks to you all here, like we've already surpassed like 4 million downloads on Xenea wallet, right? That's a lot of, you know, that's a huge number, right? So we're getting more users than I personally expected, like for such a short period of time, like even without like fully functional. I mean, there'll be more features to come, okay? And also we can secure the bigger incentives for developers and like sustainable rewards too, like about planning token economics now, um, adjusting it to the trend or universal truth. We make sure mining and storage rewards last long term. Okay, so this isn't about inflating numbers for hype. It's about preparing the network for the future we're building. And we made sure to protect existing like holders from dilution because this is a community first project. All right. I know just some people will not agree with me. I get that, you know. When something new idea comes or something changes, it's always like a two-sided story, right? One is okay, another is not. Yeah, but this is for the sake of longevity, not for the hype. So the Xenea tokens, its role is utility first, not pump first. So we're redesigning the tokenomics to incentivize and sustain like node operators over years, maintain network security and decentralization, and support large-scale adoption in real-world markets. Right? So mathematically, let's say it's just an example, okay? Let's say we have 1.8 billion tokens, yeah, and each token is valued as like $1. Then the market cap is $1.8 billion, right? Just 1.8 billion tokens times like $1. It's $1.8 billion market cap. But now, this is example. I mean, the value of the tokens. Okay, to make it easier to understand. 18 billion tokens, but each token is valued as like 10 cents. Then the market cap is $1.8 billion. So there is no dilution in theory. All right, but perception is different. I know. So we are always open to discuss it. I mean to talk about it, to explain it. All right. Because it's to choose the quest or task usually. And Jeremiah, let me look into that. But I gotta go now. Like I actually was supposed to leave like 20 minutes ago for a meeting this morning. So let me get back later, okay? Um, you know, I do this space every day, so okay, let me come back and I will go through all the comments here, okay, all the questions here, and try to incorporate the ideas into the next episode of Chain of Thought. But gotta go now, all right? So this has been episode 22, Chain of Thought, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for showing up every day, and I really appreciate it. But let's talk later again, all right? Thank you.